Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 3 of the Frenchy Show. We've got a big one for you today. Special guests are Luke Kidgell and Blake Pavey. And the crowd goes wild. I'll be talking to them later in the episode on the casting couch. But first, I need to tell you a story about how I got abused. Literally yesterday, I got abused on the street, and that's not clickbait. It was the most fucking random occurrence too. I was not mentally ready to get abused. So let me set the scene. I'm taking Fenton, my dog, my corgi, on his afternoon walk around a couple blocks. He needs to get some pees out, needs to get some poops out. I put my AirPods in, listen to some music, and we just vibe out. We have a good time, me and Fenton. He's doing about 18 steps for every one of mine. Halfway through this walk, I'm at a street with a primary school on it, coffee shop. There's people around. It's a fairly busy street. I've stopped. I'm waiting for Fenton to sniff something. And I kind of hear a voice in the back of my head. But I'm vibing to music, so I don't pay any attention to it. I then hear a car honk. Honk, honk, honk. I turn around. There's a car, this white station wagon looking thing, stopped in the middle of the road, and there's a bloke with his head out the window. Now, this bloke had long, very blonde, greasy hair. Kind of looked like a Mick Boyle. I don't know if you guys watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but they're the inbred rivals. Like, unfortunate looking human. I guess he was late 20s, but he looked 40. Do you know what I mean? One of those ones. Bad skin, like real scraggly hair. And he's yelling at me. And I've still got my music in, so I think he's yelling compliments. I think he's going, "You're a sick cunt, Frenchy." And so I gave him the shackers and go, "Cheers, bro, you." And he sort of stops confused and mimes at me to take my headphones out. So I take them out, and then he waits till they're out, and he goes, "You're a fucking loser, cunt. I fucking hate you. Fuck you, you dead shit. Fuck you to death. Fucking hate you. You fucking suck." And just keeps ranting at me as he's driving off. Ranting. Head out the window, can barely see where he's going. Looking like Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber. Head out the window. And I'm not ready to be abused. I was still in, "Oh, this guy's a fan" mode, and my brain doesn't change fast enough. So I just keep waving at him with a smile on my face. Just going, "Cheers, bro. Cheers." It literally took 5-10 seconds for me to register. Oh, he wasn't a friend. He wasn't a fan. He did not like me at all. I'm looking down at Fenton. I go, "What the fuck was that about?" Fenton's like, "I don't know. You tell me." I'm like, "I don't know, honestly." There's a few parents there at the school waiting to pick their kids up already, the early ones. They're sort of trying to not make eye contact, thinking it's some personal shit. What did he do to his girlfriend? I'm like, nothing. I was literally so confusing. And whenever that happens, I try to think, why? What has this guy seen that made him hold it in for so long that as soon as he sees me, he has to stop his car mid going 50 to abuse me? Wait till I acknowledge the abuse. I honestly can't pick a video because lately I don't think they've been that bad. I don't think I've done any Israel-Palestine videos, which just seem to be triggering people. I haven't done a pronoun one in a minute. I honestly don't know what it is. And I don't think it is a video. Maybe he just doesn't like me, doesn't think I'm funny. But then you just block me, or you just say, "I don't want any more videos like these," and you'd move on with your life. And then I realized, I think I know what it is. This cunt just fucking sucks. And I know this is oversimplifying it a bit, but some people just fucking suck. you guys will find the same thing. There's someone in your area, in your life, where they just don't like you and you don't know why. It's because they have a shitty fucking life. They're unhappy with how their own shitty fucking life turned out, and they're trying to find someone to take it out on. They're trying to find a reason for their unhappiness. And this guy's pinning it all on the sexy mulleted man trying to make people laugh on the internet. I think it honestly reeked of jealousy because this can't look like he wasn't living in his car but wasn't far off. He was even uglier than me. Like, I've never thought I was that good looking until I see some of these sort of, I don't want to say freaks, but at least trollish inbred characters. And you're like, oh yeah, women would hate you. Do you know what I mean? You know, the sort of bloke who prostitutes are like, nah, I don't need the money that bad. And that's okay. Like, some people just suck. You can't make everyone happy. Not everyone's going to like you. And especially me, I know not everyone's going to laugh at my jokes. I don't mind people not liking my comedy. Abusing me in front of my poor son, Fenton, don't love it. But then as long as I can figure out why they did it, I'm okay about it. Anyway, and I want to bring the mood up for a second. We don't want to focus on negativity at the Frenchy show. So I've got a wholesome segment for you now. I've got a couple nephews and nieces, and I think the thing with kids is that they're funny in short bursts. Not for too long, but in short bursts, they're fucking funny. They've got these funny voices, and their brain just works a different way. And I wanted to try to capture that on the podcast. Sorry about that. In a new segment that, for lack of a better name, is called Kid Chat with Uncle Ben or something like that. I couldn't get all the nephews and nieces on it because they were in a mood, but we got two of the best, Harry and Freddie. Let's take it away. Over to you, Frenchy, in the field. Do you want to try the very first episode and see if you like it? No. Try the very first. Okay, go outside then. Welcome to a very special segment on the Uncle Ben podcast. It's Funkle time. I've got the coolest nephews in the world with me. Firstly, guys, can you introduce yourself by saying your name, your age, and something interesting about you?
I'm Harry. I like soccer and I'm 9 years old, turning 10 this year.
I'm Uncle Ben. I'm 8 years old and I'm the tallest person in the world.
Isn't that 8? I'm Freddie. I'm 6 and I like climbing.
Okay, I love climbing too. Now, I'm just going to ask you guys some questions and remember speaking to the microphone. Who is your favourite uncle?
You probably.
Yes.
You?
Yes, great answers. I'll give you some chocolate later. Okay, what is the funniest word?
Poo?
Poo, it is up there. That's everyone's got different funny words. I like fluff fluff, or I also like poopy doop.
I don't mind.
Yeah, what's yours?
Chicken nugget fart face.
That is funny. Okay, what is your least favourite food in the world?
Brussels sprouts.
Oh, yuck. Freddie?
Cheeseburgers.
You don't like cheeseburgers?
Yeah. He's a nugget person.
You like nuggets. Chicken nuggets fart face, do you like them?
No.
Okay, if you could be any animal in the world, what would you be and why?
I'd be a red panda because A, they're one of my favourite animals, and B, they're really cool climbers and they just go pew, pew, pew.
Great answer. Do you have one, Freddie?
I would be a bear, A, because they're my favourite animal, and there's no B.
Okay, I would be a seagull because then I can eat hot chips at the beach and then I can also poop on people.
Good answer.
Thank you, Harry. Okay, when you grow up, what do you want to be?
Oh,
anything in the world.
This is a hard one because I have some really good answers that I really, really like and I don't know which one to pick.
You can say a few things, okay?
Oh, well, this is a cool one. I want to be an astronaut that writes books up in space.
That is a great answer.
And then we send one of our characters down to Earth with the book in it.
What would the book be about?
Me.
I like it, Freddie. Harry, what would you be?
Oh, an illustrator. Because I like drawing.
Okay. You could draw for Freddie's books.
Oh, yeah, you could be the illustrator and I could be the author.
Oh, we've just got you guys a career.
What do you think about the recent incident with Iran's Prime Minister?
Oh, that's all we've got time for. Your mum's wrapping us up. Interesting. So thank you, guys. Say goodbye to everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
The Frenchy Show.
Freddie and Harry, thank you for that. If that segment goes well, I will bring it back in later episodes. Now it's time for the two comedians you came to hear. Luke Kidgell, Blake Pavey. Two of my friends, two of the best in Australia at the moment. Very excited. I got to talk to them right here on the casting couch. Hope you enjoy it. Welcome to another episode of the Frenchy Show. Finally, we're doing one the way podcast should be. Three straight white blokes on a...
Whoa.
Okay, sorry, three white-ish guys.
Yeah.
Who knows what orientation they are.
That wasn't the part I was
that not?
contesting. I'm white, you are white, and so is Blake.
Oh, okay, yep.
It's just, podcast can be anyway.
Oh, yeah, but I was doing a voice which showing I was mocking it. That's how you going?
I hope you know that's just what you sound like.
I thought I was doing a full voice. What do you mean that's what I sound like? Yeah, you go.
If anything, I was like, fuck, Frenchy's toning it down for us.
Turn it down. Well, you may have heard two other voices, guys. I've actually wrote special intros for them because I wanted to bring them into the world of the Frenchy Show properly. Are you ready for this, boys?
Yep.
Luke Kidgell is one of our guests. Here's the intro I wrote. Luke has the giggle of a 9-year-old girl and the body of an overworked accountant. There's the giggle. His first big break came when he rollerbladed to the song You Don't Own Me while wearing swimming goggles and has been swimming in the views ever since. As a stand-up comedian, he has done sold-out tours all over the world and has opened for such acts as Matt Rife, Holly Valance, Trevor Wallace, Greta Thunberg, and Rob Kardashian. Welcome to one of my oldest friends in the industry, Luke Kidgell.
Mate, thanks for having me. And thanks for the intro. Man, my Wikipedia is going off these days. I just learned some things about my career.
Yeah.
No, it's all true. I just forgot about some stuff.
Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed that.
That's great.
Thank you.
Blake, are you ready for yours?
I'm so ready. Give it to me.
Now, if Anthony Albanese and Charlie Brown had a child that was born prematurely, it would be Blake Pavey.
Well, we're off to a flyer. The early life section of my Wikipedia is going off the rails.
Oh, I went to your Wikipedia. Wait for it. Blake was born and raised in Carrara. Carrara?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. A small town in rural New South Wales. He broke onto the scene with his TikToks. In particular, one viral video in which he was filmed yodeling at his local Walmart.
Yeah, some of my best work.
He no longer sings for his supper because he now tours stand-up comedy all over Australia and soon the world. On a more serious note, he was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at the age of something, but that doesn't stop him eating bread and cheering on his beloved AFL team, the Western Blue Cats. He's one of the best blokes in the industry. Welcome, the Caucasian sensation, Blake Pavey.
Thank you so much. What an intro.
Thank you
very much.
Was that all legit?
That was all legit. I didn't see any.
It goes for the Western Red Cats, but yeah.
Okay. I was going to call it sissy fibrosis, and I'm like, you know what? Not to start the podcast.
I think that would have been fine.
Yeah.
But then I wouldn't have got the fibrosis bread joke. Did you get that one?
What was that? I didn't get that.
It's subtle. Anyway, welcome to Sydney, boys. How you going?
Yeah, really well. That's really clever. Well done. The good bread joke.
You're up here for your live podcast, the BLT.
Yep.
How did you guys meet, actually?
Luke saw me in high school and took a liking to me.
I saw a little Twinkie boy on the internet, and I was like, I need to get in that little Twinkie boy's DMs.
Yep. Truly the Drake of Australian comedy, Luke Kidgell is.
That was my other intro.
Yeah.
I messaged him to be on Luke and Lewis back in the day as a guest.
When he was in high school?
Yeah. Well, I didn't. So I don't think I knew. Right. Get this. So funny. The first time it was during COVID, so we did it over Zoom, and he wears his high school uniform on the episode. He's school captain at the time, and then proceeds to do a joke about bullying year sevens. And we didn't realize that he was wearing a school uniform because he was wearing one of those rugby ones. You know the rugby
Oh,
polos?
like the year 12 one,
I
year
thought
12
you were just like
jumper.
I just thought that's how people in the country dress.
Yeah.
I was like,
So-
oh yeah, he's wearing a collar, okay.
So you didn't know he was in high school because he wore his school uniform. You're like, he must be doing a bit.
I think I did maybe know, but you know what? Maybe I'm dumb. It's like we did it probably on like a Wednesday.
Yeah, we did.
You took
yeah.
off school to do it.
Yeah.
A part of you
I
was like,
believe I did wag.
I shouldn't be alone in the room with him. Part of you knew.
Yeah, I was like, let's do this over Zoom in case I act up. In case my impulses set in. My little Drakey impulses. I don't want to start this as a joke that I'm a pedophile.
I think it's too late. Now Tom's out of the
Yeah.
picture. I need
My nickname may as well be Millie Bobby Blake. It's like, what the fuck?
That kind of pops.
But yeah. But then they posted that podcast of me on Luke and Lewis talking about year sevens, and I was school captain at the time, so I rolled into school on the Thursday morning with a bit of heat, as I think some people at the school caught on to.
It's because we
some of the
clipped
chat.
it. We put it on
Heat.
we put it on TikTok, and then a mum saw it at the school.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and then you were just the king for a day,
yeah.
just getting free milks and shit. Give me that roll up. I was on Luke and Lewis, baby.
Yeah. But then, they threatened to like take my school captain badge off me. But there was probably 3 weeks left of school, so there was really no point.
Mm.
Yeah, there was a lot of empty threats being made.
Did you end up graduating? Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Is that big in Carrera?
That is big. Not a lot of people do it, so it's pretty big.
Oh, sorry, you got somewhere to be, Luke.
Yeah. What the?
So Tyler's outside the venue calling me, and I just told him to call Meg.
Yeah. Right.
No, because I got stuff on.
Yeah.
I would have thought in such a professional studio you would act a bit more professionally, Luke. What do you think of the setup, boys? This is the first episode in the new studio.
I like it.
Yeah, there's a nude photo of you and your mates up on the wall, which is good.
Yep.
It makes
Yep.
me.
It's blown up too. That's not... Well, it's sort of smaller than I am, but still blown up. Take our audio listeners through the studio if you
Well,
can.
you've got all my favorite things. You've got nude men and lava lamps
Yeah.
and an array of various truck stop hats.
Yeah.
It's a
Only
lot
thing
of-
to cap it off is if like a little high school boy walked in, then this would be heaven for you, mate. I'm also looking at what I believe to be either a necklace or anal beads.
Oh, yep. So we're in my spare room in the office, and I've got all my chains, all my props, and everything I wear as dress-ups. We can say for videos, but, you know.
Don't call it dress ups.
What's the weirdest thing you guys have had to buy for a video?
I recently purchased a wetsuit from BCF in which I turned into a motion capture outfit.
What, you put all little green dots on it?
Yeah. I put like little red tape on it, like
For what?
just for a sketch I've shot.
Has it been released?
No, not yet.
Oh,
no.
so it's a secret one?
Yeah.
It's like the ending of Avengers. Don't fucking talk
Don't
about
spoil it.
I haven't done sketches in a while. I don't know. I used to buy a bunch of weird shit. I have a box still of all the stuff. I've never gotten rid of all the. Do you have like a proper?
I've got
box?
a billion things in this cupboard. I've got the bag of dildos up there. But they all stick together when they get too hot. Did you know that? They fully melt.
Because they're rubber.
Yeah.
But you think tires are rubber, they don't melt.
Yeah, they do. That's why they
Not
change
just-
them during the F1.
Oh, yeah, you're dead right here. You are dead right.
They need a dildo stop instead of a pit stop.
Yeah, but you did that well, did a few skits, and you're like, nah, just do stand-up now. I still get sucked back into the game when I say, no, last time, now I'm just doing stand-up and podcast.
You're good at it though. You're good at when you do all the characters. It's like Chris Lilly on YouTube.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. That's what I was going for.
The Thompsons is good.
I haven't
Yeah,
done
that
one of them in
slaps.
3 years.
Oh really?
They're the most work to do when I play every character of an Aussie family, but they get the smallest views. They just get this like loyal cult following.
Yep. I had a bit of the same thing. I think anytime someone does a character on any social media here, it's just all the comments are like, this is like Chris Lilly.
Yeah. Is your...
Sorry, I just did the same thing.
Yeah, well, he's basic. We know that.
Yeah.
So your Robert Irwin, would you say that's the most people froth on as your characters?
Yeah, I would say that'd be the most cult following sort of thing. Oh, actually, no, maybe early on I just did actual just characters. Like I did a dad and like these 2 twin sisters. I did crackheads. Just
Okay. Dad and twin sisters, crackheads, Robert Irwin. Can we give you scenarios and you act them out for us?
Yeah, can we throw Dobby from Harry Potter into the mix too?
Yeah, we
because
do
I know you
that.
do a good Dobby.
Okay. What's the scenario then?
Okay, so Dobby's dad's come home drunk. And what's the other character?
Twin sisters and Robert Irwin.
all right.
He wakes up the twin sister.
Yeah.
No,
And
one of
then-
the twin sisters is sleeping with Robert Irwin, maybe? He catches them in bed.
Mm.
Dobby's in bed with Robert Irwin.
And
Yeah.
Dobby's their pet elf. Like,
Dobby's their pet elf.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then if Robert gives him a sock, he's free. But Robert never wants to do that.
All right. There's so much
Okay.
stage direction here that I have to be on top
Okay,
of, and
so-
I'm not sure.
no,
I'm
I'll-
Actually, let me simplify it.
okay.
The dad characters come home, and he catches Dobby in bed with Robert Irwin.
Great. Okay. Something I can work with. God. Okay. So, Dad's come home drunk. He's caught Dobby in bed with Robert Irwin. All
He's had 14 pints of Guinness.
right. Okay. Great. Good UK-based stuff since we've put Dobby into
Stop
the mix
stalling.
as well. All right. Okay.
This is like when a rapper goes, yeah,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wait for
Oh, bah.
this.
I'm coming in.
Wait for the drop.
Yeah.
On some sweet shit.
Uh-huh. Murder on the beat.
All right. Okay. The dad's knocking at the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Don't come in. Don't come. Dobby put his sock on the door for a reason. Don't come in.
Okay. He's walked into the room. Great. Oh, we got a horse. That's
I'll
why
do the
Robert's
sound
here.
effects.
We
Okay.
need coconuts like Monty Python.
I was walking, but
True, you're not on a horse.
stay in.
No, I thought it was a horse. That's why Robert's here. He's got one.
All right.
He said, well,
so
da-
the dad's pissed.
All right, boys, fucking hell, fucking get me in there, boys, fucking hell. I was just been at the Coral Golf Club. Oh, sorry, flashback. Like I brought method into this.
What about
suddenly.
I be the dad? I'm
Yeah,
the
can you be
drunk
the dad?
Okay.
I'm having trouble.
No,
going
you're good.
3
You're good. There's
characters.
a lot.
Robert! Dobby! You boys fucking?
Master Irwin, he's fucking me.
What are you doing, Rob? He's just a little elf.
Well, I just like him. Crikey, doing it for Dad.
Oh, well, Steve approves, so I go fucking...
Bendy,
Oh.
stop watching me.
Bendy? Oh, fuck me.
Oh yeah, well I just love watching you guys fuck. I wish I could get in there.
Dobby, mate, is that... What's in that sock? Is that cum?
Oh, Dobby got the sock from Mr. Potter, Master Potter, and I just thought I'd make it crusty.
Does that mean you're a free elf?
Oh yeah, free to jizz.
And scene.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
good.
you
Very
so
good.
much.
I think the dad got a bit less drunk towards the end.
Oh,
the dad
yeah.
was just more...
But that would sober you up.
It
Seeing
would, yeah.
Dobby and
and Robert,
Robert
going at it.
Irwin. Just more out of confusion and be like, how the fuck are both of these two in my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't that surprised though.
You'd be like, I thought one of you was fictional. Robert, what are you doing here?
I like the thought. I'm hoping someone put on the episode, heard the intro, be like, I'll just skip ahead to when the boys are mid bands, and they
Yeah.
go to Dobby's. Robert's fucking me. Bad Dobby. Oh,
Ah,
that was good.
thank you.
That was a bit of fun.
Bit of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
You know I love role playing with you, mate.
Yeah.
Always have,
Alright.
always will.
And that's where it started, the first day we met.
You guys tour together a lot. What's it like touring with each other? What's the annoying thing each other person does? That's a question.
The one thing I have noticed when we are together on a tour leg is that most nights everybody else in the crew will go home and we just have trouble saying no to things if we head out after a show.
Like, we went out by ourselves in Kalgoorlie because, like, we have to see this town at
You
night.
have to
No,
go out
not-
in Kalgoorlie.
Not even
Yeah.
go out by ourselves. We got the crew to drop us off at a pub.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're like, we'll see you guys when we see you. It might be a week. It might be tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
There's only one pub there, isn't there?
Did you go to Skimpy's?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Is
the-
that the pub?
That's not what the pub's called. That's what you call it. But it's
Yeah.
Skimpies is a thing where, so Kalgoorlie, if you don't know, it's a mining town in Western Australia.
Oh, no.
It's-
I was thinking Broome. Go on.
Oh yeah, but that's the same thing. I saw a wet t-shirt competition in Broome last year. So all these places, it's still the 90s, and the bartenders were wearing like bikinis, and they, you tip them extra because people make so much cash on the mines. We saw blokes just handing, they were getting like one beer, like a pint, handing over a $50 note, and just been like, "Keep it, love."
Yeah.
Love that. It's cover up. It's hot. You'll get sunburnt.
Yeah.
And make it like a cape out of all their 50s.
And
Yeah.
they put Xboxes in the pubs because like these blokes work FIFO, so they can't take their console, so they go to the pub to look at girls in bikinis and play video games and drink.
You need to get that release. If you're just working with all the blokes on the mine and you don't get to see bikinis at the pub, like,
Yeah.
I don't know what they will invent to get their rocks off.
And what's hilarious
Rock
is,
women, maybe.
you know, when they promote like trivia night and stuff or at the urinals at every pub, when you're pissing, it just says Skimpies 11 a.m. till late.
Yeah.
It's like, why even make a time if you're... It's like you
11
get there at 10, you're like, oh, I got here an hour early.
You said till late.
I just feel bad for the girls that have to rock up at 11 a.m. and just instantly pop a tit. Like, it's clocking on.
I think it would be annoying having to get changed to go there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the point of putting on clothes to get in your car when you're just popping out a tit?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
People were genuinely so much nicer there.
Mm-hmm.
There was a band playing. There was a fight out the front. The cops got called.
There was. And the security guard did say a racial slur as a do you remember that?
Which one?
Don't
Don't repeat it. Okay,
I
that's
did.
not a,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not a
yeah,
good
she
one.
did.
Then.
Yeah, she was
She did.
Yeah, she did. She was a little short nerd
was
with
it
glasses.
Samantha Kerr?
No, what's funny is she was breaking stereotypes by being like a female security guard in quite a rough regional pub, but then immediately going back on the breaking stereotypes.
You
thing
have to sort of balance out the progression that was happening in her life.
You want to get taken seriously if you're her, and if you don't have the muscles to back it up, you got to have the attitude.
She had it.
Yep.
She had it up for some individuals of the community, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yep.
It was a weird vibe, but other than that, most people were super nice and chill.
Mm.
And people were like just showing us, those places where people just go, "You boys are from around here, huh? Here's 4 stories that I tell everyone," and then they tell you their greatest hits.
Yep.
And they're great.
Oh yeah.
Just one guy was like, "Yeah, me and the boys went out bush and we took a Coles bag and a spud gun, and we shot in the Coles bag." So we had something to shoot with the spud gun. And then he goes, the spud gun broke. So I'm like, what'd you do with the... What did they do? He's like, he said the funniest thing of all time, butchering this guy's story.
What did he say? He was like, they shat in it, but it wasn't it like not solid poo? I remember that being a crucial detail. So it wasn't usually, it was more of a super soaker than a spud gun.
Mm.
Oh, no. Sorry, I think they just had shat in a thing. And then... they randomly found a spud gun, and then he's like, "Whoa, we're gonna get rid of this shit, but when you got a spud gun, you need something to shoot." And then he just told us stories about like shooting shit with a spud gun, and he was just like, "Yeah, that was the best weekend of my life."
Yeah.
And that was the mayor.
Yeah,
That was
The
Kalgoorlie's
mayor
town
and the
mayor.
cop.
So if that's one of the funnest places to tour, what's one of the worst?
I don't. Well,
You don't want to shit
I'm
on
just
them
thinking
because you're
where-
going back there to sell shows.
I'm
I
just
shit
thinking,
on them regularly.
Where have I already been this year?
dude, there's one spot that stands out every time.
Stands
It's
out.
Tamworth.
Tamworth. I like Tamworth.
And everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, Tamworth's grim. I'm not a big fan of Shepparton.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind Shepparton. It's
I
fine.
did a nightclub appearance there once back in the day, so
How was that?
I've got fond memories.
Right.
It
You
was
used to do that shit all the time. That was a big
Yeah.
thing. You like Facebook famous.
yeah.
How much would they pay you?
It was
Be
me.
honest.
It was me and like the Geordie Shore people, but not like the A-listers, like the second tier would do nightclub appearance. I'd be on like the week after me. I'm like, yeah.
So
What
you'd
up, Scotty T?
so you'd fly down to Melbourne and then drive 2 hours.
Yep.
And how much would they pay?
Like $2,000, $2 or $3,000 was the usual rate.
And you just had to sit
I
there.
just had to party, and I always said I have to bring a mate, and obviously that's all. Bring a mate, put us up, $2 or $3,000, and we'll just party. It was
That's
sick,
I
yeah,
gotta ask-
especially regional, like regional parties.
I got asked to do something like that when I was probably 19, but it was one of those clubs where it's like it's an underage club. Like, so they give them like red Fanta and cordial, and they're like, it's like a nightclub. And then,
Like the club where Luke met you.
yeah.
Luke was doing his
Yeah.
appearance.
It's like the Catholic Church. It's just a cycle that repeats itself. So I stopped the cycle. I didn't do the appearance though.
How much were they going to offer you?
Couple of like $2-3 grand.
But you're a young man. Why don't you do them?
Well, I just didn't want to hang around like 14-year-olds. That is.
Yeah, not that one, but like, why don't you do club appearances?
Oh, I've never been asked to do like an actual club
Mm.
appearance. Yeah.
I wonder if they still do them.
Do you know who is doing club appearances in Glasgow tonight? If we want to fly over there, Martha, like real life Martha from Baby Reindeer.
No way.
I saw a Facebook event that was like this nightclub in Glasgow, and it was like Fiona Harvey nightclub appearance at this club in Glasgow.
They'd want to get good security for that. She's going to get abused.
No,
Yeah.
she won't, bro. Because they know what she's capable of.
Isn't she the stalker?
Yeah. You're not abusing a stalker. You know what she's capable of, bro.
That's actually, that's fair.
Like, out of all the nightclub
Man,
people...
Scottish people don't give a fuck,
They don't
though.
give a fuck, bro. Piers Morgan probably booked it. He was the first one to have her on, bro.
Yeah.
But out of all the people you could get for a nightclub appearance, that's kind of the best because you wouldn't have to pay that much. She's so random. If you and the boys were like on the fence about going to a certain place, you'd be like, we got to go there and see her.
Yeah.
Mm.
All the girls would want to go to. They're like, oh, we have to see her.
You can charge an extra $10 entry for that for sure.
Handy.
Oh yeah, I would pay.
Okay, who should Australian clubs be looking at getting?
Corey
there?
Worthington.
Still.
Back out of, like
Still.
get him back into the
Still.
spotlight.
Yeah.
You're thinking like commercial TV right now.
Shannon Knoll? Would he still
Old
pull?
news, bro. I think we need something a bit more random.
Yeah. How about Dog Guy from A Current Affair?
I was going to say nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia's
Plays
not
well.
bad, but that's
Yeah.
very random nostalgia.
That is
Yeah.
good.
And but you would have to get him doing promos where he becomes the dog guy. If you want to see me down there,
Yeah.
Bendigo RSL.
And everyone just there turns into the kid from Shrek 4. He's like, do the roar. And he's like,
Yeah, I think he'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck. Who else? Fucking
Yeah, kind of. There's not enough.
Scott Tweedy's doing a bit of that
That's not
nowadays,
bad.
isn't he?
That's not
But
bad.
he's hosting his own shit. He's doing like massive parties in Melbourne.
he's kind of just crashing it. He's done like
Yeah.
big boiler room parties and
Tweety.
killing them. Yeah, Prank Patrol.
Is he a DJ now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his
Matt-
DJ name?
Scott Tweedy.
I don't like that.
What do you think it should be?
Well, I think you need to become a DJ. You can't be like, oh, I'm just still the same Scott Tweedy, but now I've got Dex. You know what I mean? So, like, what is it, Tweety D and Tweety Dum? Something like that?
That's good.
Yeah.
But that's if he was in a duo.
Oh, yeah, you would have to do a duo. Maybe you could get a hologram of himself next to him.
Or just get one of the ninjas from Prank Patrol.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's too old for that
Yeah, I
show.
never watched it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was-
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah. Yeah.
He's twice your age.
That makes sense.
Come on, man.
So I'm not denying it, if not more. I don't know exactly how old you are. In check your ID when I gave you the beer. Now I'm feeling bad.
There are more commonalities between you two than I originally thought.
That's why we get along so well. I found him. It's the pattern. I didn't realize.
That's true.
I didn't realize how old I was till Neil had his birthday the other day. He turned 30. I'm like, fuck. Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You think
Now
that's
we're getting
young
old.
or old? Because I think that's old.
That's old, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so old. I'm like, oh, I've been 30 for a minute.
Yeah.
I've been 30 since Kim Beazley was in Parliament. Was he in Parliament?
I don't even know who Kim Beazley is.
I had to tell Blake about Oasis, man.
What the fuck?
Nah, not
what
away.
the fuck?
No, there's certain things in the car. Like, we were just, like, put on, I don't know, like a Blink-182 song. He's like, never heard it.
Yeah.
Nah.
They do that.
He had to tell me about Jet. I remember.
You don't know Jet.
Nah.
Gonna take you for a ride on a big jet.
Like,
plane.
I probably heard.
That's Jet.
I was watching your face when you realised I was trolling. Are you gonna be my girl? Dun, dun, dun,
Like, I knew that
dun,
song,
dun,
but I
dun.
wouldn't have been like, oh, that's classic Jet.
You just had a father in regional Australia. I'm shocked.
Yeah, but he's more like, come on, mate, we'll fucking chuck on acoustic playlist.
Like
Pete-
Bernard Fanning.
Pete
Yeah.
Murray.
Solo.
Pete Murray, yeah. Like my dad's classic is like every time he's drunk and we're sitting at home, just like he'll put in his all acoustic playlist on Spotify because I got him a JBL speaker last Christmas and he's like, fuck mate, I just fucking
Just
would
hits.
love to be able to just fucking get a guitar, just strum away. And I'm like, why don't you? And he's like, too late.
It's never too late, Paul.
No.
Does he have a guitar?
No.
Next
So that's his-
Christmas.
Yeah,
Smart.
true.
Do you play any instruments?
No, absolutely not.
Hmm.
No, I should have. I chose to do. I could have, but in year 7 you get to choose between PE or music at Corriwell High. So I chose PE
Yeah.
just every year because
'Cause,
way
yeah, you
easier.
wanted to have
You're like, oh, I've
friends.
got a respiratory illness. I'll choose something that's a strength.
Yeah.
Battle your demons.
Just take him head on. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Doesn't kill me or make me stronger.
That shows you how much you didn't want to do music.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or like get out of breath trying to play the trumpet.
He lied though.
Well,
He
true.
he does a cappella Macklemore.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's true.
I saw that clip. It's one of the greatest clips of the year.
Thanks.
For those who don't know, Blake knows all. Do you know all the word to every song in that album?
I don't think I would have to revisit it, but I think if I had if you gave me 2 weeks prep, I reckon I could probably do it.
And that song that you did on your podcast, BLT, was Dance Off?
Yeah.
Including Idris Elba's bit?
Yes. Yeah. Wildest collab of all time.
Is it only Macklemore you know all the words to, or is there any other artists?
No, well, it was like maybe when I was 13, 14, like I went through a rap phase and then quickly exited out of that. There's a few like from the really shit like 2018 Eminem album, a couple of those tracks.
Which ones?
Like the one with Logic, Homicide.
Can you give us the taste?
I wouldn't be able to do it right now.
Isn't that
Okay.
the really quick one?
Yeah, because we were just me and my friend Bailey, who was also in on this. Like he went to Macklemore with me, went to MCG Eminem with me. We were just.
I
we-
love that you got Macklemore and Eminem in the same sentence.
Yeah.
If you like Macklemore, you're gonna like Eminem.
Yeah. No, but I think we liked Eminem first, and then we were like, let's upgrade artistically and go to the corniest cunt that's ever lived.
No, Macklemore's
He's
back
he's based
What
now.
do you think of his latest song?
Oh, it goes hard.
Is this the Free Palestine song?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the words to this yet?
No, I haven't listened to it enough.
I think we need to. Oh, does it get claimed if you listen to songs via podcast? I don't know. We're only a few episodes in. Okay. I'm gonna pop some tags. No, I can't do it else enough. How do you like him?
Now it's kind of like wrestling. Like I went out of it for years, and now I'm back. Now I'm back because it's kind of what I post about a lot now, I guess.
What?
Macklemore. Like, yeah, you have your 14-year-old phase, you go out of it,
Right.
and now it's back in. Now it's cool again.
Yeah, you've just reverted to you as a teenager. You really like wrestling. You're really back into wrestling, and you're really back into Macklemore.
But as you get older, you realize the only good music is music you listen to from the ages of 13 to 17. And then every other music just doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
And so your 13 to 17 was Macklemore, apparently.
Yeah.
And Eminem. Luke's was Panic at the Disco and
You've nailed it.
that
Yeah.
sort of shit. Fall Out Boy.
Wink
Yeah.
174 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, some 88, I think.
Did you hit Blink's show?
I saw him twice.
Fuck off. They're so good.
You're
eh?
also into that.
Yeah,
was
I
gonna say,
love
you-
Blink. Yeah.
you-
No, I'm not making fun of you.
I know. I was jealous when you got to see My Chemical Romance. I was on tour. I always miss stuff because I'm always away. But I got to go see Blink, which was cool.
That was My Chemical Romance. Have got to be. They got the biggest load of shit because they wore the makeup and stuff, but their music is so tight, man.
I
They
agree.
wore the makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they did like the whole emo thing. They made their
Right.
faces.
Yeah, when I grew up, you
The
weren't allowed to
eyeliner.
wear makeup.
Right, okay.
I think they weren't allowed in the country, I'm pretty sure, because they had eyeliner on. Everyone was like, it might infect us. What have they got? They thought they were like zombies and shit.
I think that was just Wollongong.
Yeah, Wollongong. Yeah, they weren't allowed in Wollongong.
They're like, damn.
Okay, let me go to some questions I've prepped. Blake, a couple years ago, every now and then me and Tom started signing foreheads at shows.
Yeah.
And now we see you've taken on the legacy. You're keeping it going.
Yeah, I signed a Frenchy hat last night in Geelong.
Do you not selling hats?
No, I don't sell
Oh, well,
hats.
there, that's
no.
fair then. That's fair.
Yeah, and he came up and he had a nice bloke, but he did have a certain must to him and that hat that I was maybe
Oh yeah.
scared to go near. But he was a lovely dude, and I just signed it right next to your name. And but it was the dudes at the back who were just for the last 20 minutes of my show just going, fucking Scarlet cunt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome.
We were walking through a pokey down the other night, like the literal pokey room of a pub, because we went in through the wrong entrance.
Mm.
And we 5 meters in, just fucking Frenchy, just immediately.
I thought it was a machine. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to play that one. It knows my name.
Man, do you know?
I'm gonna have to.
Man,
Shit's getting realistic, bro.
Man, there has been no greater pleasure in my life than when we went and saw your show in Christchurch, and I just got to see from the balcony during your ABCD bit, people genuinely getting arced up, just going, "Fucking D, Frenchy, fucking D, mate."
They thought it was a full game show. They're like, there's no prizes here, bro. I just want the energy, sort of thing.
You bring them in, and then just all of a sudden, these guys have just realized they're a Frenchy show and are screaming out answers. And I just lean over to Blake and I go, God, they love the games, don't they?
They love the games.
I'm like,
It's a live show. You gotta let them participate.
you've done like 25 minutes of fire stand-up before that, which they've gotten
They
into,
didn't mind it,
but not the same. And then all of a sudden you start giving them options about how to respond, and they're just like, fuck it, I've got a few opinions on this.
Oh yeah. No, it's good bringing them into it. It's a high risk, high reward style of show I do. Some nights will be the loudest you ever hear in a good way and in a bad way, and that's what I love about it. What's the weirdest thing you've ever signed? If you had to sign one of my old hats. Sometimes I sell them off my head too because they want to buy the one I'm wearing, so it might have been one of them.
They want it sweaty.
Yeah, love that. I don't give a fuck.
That's maybe why they smell musty. It might have been one of the Frenchies.
I've got a cradle cap. Some babies get.
What have we signed?
True.
We signed. I remember we signed a fleshlight together at the Lithuanian club.
Yeah.
Was it a Lithuanian flashlight, like heaps hairy and stuff?
No, it was a Brazilian
Oh,
fleshlight. It
okay.
was quite smooth.
Yeah, nice.
And the guy was like, I promise it's new. And I guess he did bring it out of the box in front of us, but you could keep the packaging. It was a lot of trust.
Yeah.
And really, if you're trusting a guy bringing a flashlight to a comedy show, you shouldn't be.
It's one of those ones, like, I appreciate you bringing the box, but also makes me think that you've had the thought of which one you should bring.
Yeah, but maybe that type of person has had people doubt them in the past if they've sparked.
But how long can you own a flashlight without putting your dick in it?
12 seconds.
Exactly. So unless you bought it on the way to the show, you used it.
Yeah.
And my issue was like, so after we sign it, then what? Does this become your new draft pick, number one? Like, are you going to put it up on the wall? Like,
Do you hang it up in the rafters?
say we even was like, I'm never going to fuck this, obviously, it's a joke. And he put it up on his wall. There's got to be one day where he hits a certain level of horniness, where he looks up at the flashlight and he goes, all right.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's like Babe Ruth's bat, and he's like, at some point, if you don't have one, you got to hit a dinger with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I've signed a Specky McGee book, which for those in Victoria will know, it's like a very popular book series by Gary Lyon, an ex-AFL footballer, and it's about a kid who plays footy.
Specky McGee.
Yeah.
Sounds like a slur we used to say in Wollongong to kids with glasses. Is that kind of what it's about? Is a glasses kid who plays footy?
No, he takes speckies on top of people's shoulders.
Yeah.
So there's no glasses at all.
No, I don't think he wears glasses.
No, well, actually, in the book, I remember he can calculate the distance of every single kick to near accuracy, so he would be a nerd fuck.
He's on the spectrum. That's why he's called Specky McGee.
He's like a child prodigy.
That's what I met the other night. Do you remember in Shepparton, like, 2 years ago when me, you, and Joseph signed that lady's ankle and she got them all tattooed?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she came back and she was like, fucking still got it. And then she just showed me, like, Joseph Green in ink.
It's almost like she forgot how tattoos work. She's like, yeah, still here.
Still here.
No shit, dude. It was a
man,
year
trying
ago.
to fucking rub it off. Fucking not coming off, Blakey. Fucking hell, mate. Fucking, that's all right. Fuck, mate.
Such a high-risk move getting tattoos like that because it's 1 in 5 celebrities become a pedophile and or get cancelled for something. Do you know what I mean? And then, was it 3 of you?
You know,
Yeah.
and
So
one in 3 already are apparently.
Yeah, well, she.
Why am I doing it to myself?
You're doing it to you now.
Yeah.
Leaning
just-
into it.
There's just something about piling on a joke, even if it's about me, that I can't resist.
But maybe it cancels each other out because if you put the pedophile and the kitty groomed on you
Mm.
at the same time, maybe it's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
So it's kind of just up to Joseph and whatever his life decisions are in the future.
What is crazy is getting both my opening acts to sign it too. I love that. It's actually
Yeah.
cooler
yeah.
to be like, no, I respect the arts.
Nice. But he only gets to sign like he does 10 minutes, so he gets to sign like 10% of it, your name. You don't get full name.
Yeah.
You don't get full name. You get blah. Blah.
I get blah.
Blah.
I've signed a lot of Shrek VHSs as well.
Because you have a bit about him.
No, I think people just know I like Shrek.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
do like any Shrek stuff in the bedroom? You and Meg
Like
paint each other
roleplay.
green, yeah. This is my swamp.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'd be probably
Like-
Farquaad and she'd be the
Oh, you get Farquaad.
Well, no, I'd be Donkey. She'd be the dragon, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Well, who would you go if you're doing a Shrek roleplay?
I'd be the little gingerbread man, but only specifically in the scene where he's on the train. They've cut his legs off, so I can't move. I can't get away.
Very submissive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then she goes for your butthole, and you're like, no, my gumdrop butthole.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or actually, give me like whoever. I don't care who I am. Give me when they're trying to the girls are trying to infiltrate. They're trying to break in, and they've got the big butch, the woman. Remember that? I can't remember her name. The one that looks like a dude. The one that runs the tavern or the bar.
Okay,
Give me her.
Okay.
She's one of Cinderella's ugly stepsisters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Give me
Should-
her.
Should get it.
I sign a lot of cystic fibrosis medication.
I sign a lot of Siggy packets.
Yeah.
So similar.
You signed both your fans' medication. That's cool.
I was looking through your clips preparing for this, and was the cystic fibrosis skit Tyler wrote?
Oh, it was Meta AI.
Meta AI
Meta
wrote
AI.
one,
With
and then
Dobby. Yeah.
people watching it didn't know like you had it, and so they're like, "This is so inappropriate for people with CF."
Yeah. It's like fucking Google me. cunt.
Google me, cunt.
Yeah, but why would they? They're on TikTok. They're not.
Mm.
It was on Instagram.
Oh yeah, people just don't
But-
go outside the apps. Once you're on it, you're like, I'm gonna form an opinion right here and
Yep.
leave it there.
So you're on the news lately, Blake.
Oh yeah, I
You're
was.
a bit of a non-MSN. Is it news.com?
Last one was news.com.
News.com.
Yeah.
You're going to have to start paying you soon. What was the latest one for you? You banned old people from
I did.
breathing or something?
Yeah. Well, I wish. No, They post these headlines.
That's
and
a bit rough on Frenchy.
Yeah, I was outraged. I was like, Margaret, did you have a look at this?
No, just had like an old dude come to the show and disrupt it. Didn't know who I was. Don't know why, how, or don't know what the process of him getting tickets was. But somehow he was allowed into the venue, and then he made the show a living hell. So then I just kind of said in an Instagram caption that I've banned old people, and then news.com.au were like, "Hey, can you would you be able to clarify these so before we publish it?" And then within 3 minutes of them sending that, I sent my clarification of I didn't ban old people, and then they just proceed to post the article anyway.
That's good journalism.
Mm.
He was like front and center, and just like he was almost like a heckler from a movie.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like-
He was American as well.
Oh, yeah.
And do you know what? Also in the, because it was just like, it was a good chunk I had to just like cut out of the video because it was just so cringe-inducing and hard to watch. Like when Alex Milinkovic, who's genuinely like one of the best comedians in the country,
Yeah, he's cooking.
was on stage crushing. Like the guy heckles him and he goes, "Who the fuck are you, man?" And he's like, "I do stand-up in the States." And
That's what he said.
yeah, he was like, "I do stand-up in the
You
States."
should have more respect then.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I was like, how do you not?
Wasn't he like 85?
Yeah.
He hasn't stood up in years.
No. He physically cannot.
You've both buried him, and then he just kept going. How come you didn't kick him out earlier?
Well, he kind of did shut up for a little bit, and I felt bad. Because he was with his wife, she was also hating the show, but she came out when he left. She stayed in there and watched the rest of the show, and then she came out and was like, "I also hated that, but I think it's good to experience things that maybe aren't for me." And I was like, "Well, that's a good." I was like, "Thank you so much. You are genuinely lovely," but he was just the worst. Because we tried to kick him out. Alex was like, "Can we get this guy out of here?" And then they were like, "Oh, we don't have security."
What do you mean you don't have security?
They usually do it that room.
Yeah.
I usually always have security. It's at the uni in Canberra. I've always had security.
With my shows, there's every now and then we don't have security, and then I've got to be the nicest comedian because I know I can't actually boot anyone out. And then when I know the security,
Yeah.
But we have like security team meetings before my shows. Like we'll all huddle around, and then my tool manager will like have a whiteboard out, and we'll like go through all the different scenarios that's most likely going to happen. I've never regretted kicking someone out. The only thing I regret is that I don't kick them out sooner. Do you find this, Luke?
I haven't really kicked out that many people.
Really?
Nah.
Yeah, your shows are so much nicer.
Nah, yeah, they are. Because I don't post people fighting at my shows on the internet.
That's a good clip. And they're fighting. I'm not making them fight.
I only had a fight once and I didn't post it.
Yeah, I don't post all the fights. I just post the ones that we film well.
I post the ones where they go 4 rounds and there's a split decision at the end.
If I've got good commentary on it, like UFC, if I don't have good bands, I'm not going to post.
You should start inviting
fights for the sake of it.
You should start inviting like influencers to fight at your shows. Like you should host like Jake Paul, Mike Tyson at the WRSL.
That would be fucking dope. I could.
Did you see the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul press conference?
No.
Have you not seen this?
No.
How like Mike Tyson tries to like burn Jake Paul and he just completely fucks up.
No.
I mean, I've saved it.
Oh, I actually did.
You must have seen this. So Jake Paul's like, "Oh, I really want to kiss those lips of Mike."
Play it because I think I know what Mike Tyson says.
I want to kiss Mike's big juicy lips.
He wanted to kiss me?
Indeed.
He said he wanted to kiss you. That's so ironic that he said that because I saw a picture of him dancing at 16 doing a little dance on YouTube, and for some reason I had an erection.
Relatable, Luke.
This is literally just the Key and Peele sketch of the boxing press conference. That's literally that. It's like, "I'm gonna fuck you in the ass, Claudius."
Dude, it's crazy. And also to say like, I saw a video of you when you were to throw him when you were 16, and I got an erection, and then he goes, "Oh fuck, wait, no."
All of it is just wrong on everything.
Dude, he's got so much CTE, and also he smokes weed, so it's like double brain fried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favorite? Have you seen the video of when Hasbulla went on Mike's podcast, and Mike thought Hasbulla was
a child?
A child. So he gets him, and he gets him like you would pick up just a little kid and just like start, he just like,
Woogieing him and stuff.
and like gave him like a woogie, gave him a little kiss on the forehead and stuff like that. And Hasbulla's just sitting like just fucking traumatized, and his team's just sitting there like I think Mike Tyson's gonna get the dub.
Luke, you recently opened for Matt Rife and Trevor Wallace, amongst others. What was it like?
It was fun.
Next question.
Yeah.
No, how's the rifle? Because he's like the biggest star at the moment.
It depends who you ask. He's quite controversial. I got a lot of shit for opening for him. I lost
From your fans?
3,000 followers in a day. But what people?
What?
Yeah. When I posted a photo of me and Matt, but it was also my most ever liked photo on Instagram, and I also gained 3,000 followers from opening for him because he put me on his story.
Oh shit! Yeah,
So it was a
the
nice
world
little-
balances out.
It was a good little.
You got rid of the dead weights, didn't you?
Out, it was good. It was like a little nice audience swap of like people who might
Dead weight.
enjoy comedy.
Oh, I don't like you because you're friends with a guy I don't like.
That is what bothers me. It's like, fair enough, like you can... It's sad that people no longer can support people who perhaps they don't agree with.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to agree with everything everybody does who you like. You can just like what they do.
No, exactly.
There's people I like where I'm like, I don't agree with their opinions, but you're funny or you're talented or whatever they do.
But even it's just like you're friends with someone they don't like, and now they're like, I cannot watch him because he's open for him once.
Yeah.
One of my best friends has got this other friend, and I fucking hate his other friend. But that doesn't stop me hanging out with him. I won't unfollow his Instagram.
And I've never actually spoken about this before. But this will make some people who don't like Matt Rife angry. He's the nicest person I've ever opened for by a mile.
Interesting.
And that's no disrespect to other people I've opened for. They've all been quite nice as well. But it's one of those things where you've opened for big internationals, like you've opened for Jim Jeffries and stuff like that. It's like you don't know these people. You're just on the show. So it's like sometimes they'll say hey before. Like I did Steve-O as well. And I did Steve-O for 3 nights. And it wasn't until the 3rd night that we properly chatted.
Yep.
Like I was just kind of I felt like I was annoying him. I was just in the room in the corner texting while he like spoke on the phone with his wife.
Exactly, because it's not always about whether they're nice or not. They could be in the middle of a tour, or they got that routine where they don't like to sort of talk before the show. So maybe you meet them, sometimes you don't. But yeah, there are certain people where like they will make it a point to come and say hello to their opener, shake them the hand, say good luck. They even try to watch their set, and we love it when someone bigger than you watches your set. You're like, oh my goodness, that is awesome.
Yeah. And they were all like that, like Trevor, Steve-O. I've remember Jay Farrow before. He's like, like SNL.
He does all the impressions,
Yeah. I remember for a fair, like been lucky, like a lot of international acts, and they've all been super lovely. But yeah, Matt just is one of the ones where as soon as I got in the room, everyone on his team was so happy, and they were so grateful to be there.
That's dope.
And such a good environment. Like I've never been into like I don't know, might surprise some girls who maybe have opinions of him because they've never met him. A less toxic room, like the least toxic room I've ever been in my life. Like I felt so welcome, and we went out to the tennis the next day, like in Melbourne.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and like he was.
Did we just become best friends?
Super nice to Meg, and like.
Right, if you can watch the tennis with him, he must be like a good bloke because tennis gets boring. You need someone who's got good bands and good energy.
And I don't agree, by the way, with everything
tennis.
you said. Yeah.
Oh, with everything he said.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't particularly.
I was like, oh, he's going on his tennis round again.
Yeah, I do agree with tennis. I think that's a.
Have you opened for any big dogs?
No, well, that's the thing. That's what I was just thinking during this discussion. There's no like. I think I'm just the generation below, like you guys. So there. I don't think there's been many that have like achieved the level of fame that the guys you've opened for maybe have as of yet. Like, I don't know anyone.
He hasn't been doing it.
Are you a politician? I had no idea what the fuck you
I know, you just
said
sort of danced around that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, no, I've only been doing it for like a year and a half, bro. You're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
You can just say that.
Say that.
No, but I can't really.
And I'm only fucking 17, bro. I've got ages. You can't have got mortgages. I should hope you open for a few people, you fucking old cunt.
Yeah, I had one of the best sets of my life opening for Matt. 2 in the same night at the State Theatre. Oh, that's another thing. I also just wanted to do that venue.
100%.
Theatre is a phenomenal theatre, and I've always been a dream to play it. So it was awesome.
How epic! Let me move on to my next planned question. Quickly, Luke, you did a marathon and got diarrhea during it. True or false?
False. I shat myself before I started, and then I ran the whole way.
There we go.
Shit
There
my
we
pants.
go. Okay. It's good because we've had Luke on the Tom and Frenchy podcast. There's a new one, so I can hear all the same stories again, and they're fresh for our new listeners. Luke, word on the street is you rejected Mr. Beast.
I think we're going down this.
It's my favourite story. I will tell it every time you're on this fucking podcast. It is the best, bro.
It's the biggest L of my entire career.
And you're owning it.
Yeah. When I did videos, as you mentioned at the start, my first ever viral video was called You Don't Own Me, where I ignored signs and did the opposite of the sign, which is cutting edge shit, wearing funny glasses too, because it was 2015, and that's the internet. And these videos got like multi-million views, and I was doing this shit.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
You're not one of my many toys. Boom.
Thank
boom,
you.
Boom. Don't
Tell me what to do and don't tell me what to say. Banger.
And anyway, I did this video, goes big. A few people decide to replicate this video. They want the clout.
Yep.
They want that ignoring sign clout. And Mr. Beast was one of them. And you got to remember, some people are too young for this, but there was a time, and you'll remember this, where Mr. Beast wasn't the person or wasn't perhaps as beloved as he is today.
He was cringe.
He had about 700k subscribers, and he would was kind of known for like jacking people's content and just do it. Like he'll do the shit where he sits in an armchair and just says Logan Paul like 10,000 times and just do it. Quite literally doing anything for views. And it was also in that era where being like a content cop, like H3 was massive and iDubbbz. It was frowned upon to steal other people's ideas. Now it's encouraged. There's a whole app based around it, TikTok.
Yep.
But this was a different time on the internet. Anyway, Stills uploads a video called... Was it called? You don't know. No, it was called... He called it something else, but he used the same song, same glasses, and he ignored signs.
I'm not owned by you, I think he called it.
Yeah, I'm going to find the DMs now.
He uploaded your own video.
I never messaged
you
anyone on
DM'd him?
Twitter. Yeah, it'll be still up there because I haven't messaged anyone since 2017. There it is. This is why do you make me revisit this?
No, it's so interesting, bro.
I go, this is so sassy from me. 10th of March 2017. Hey man, big fan, loving all your original content. Nice. Straight out of the gate.
That's what you messaged him?
Yeah. And now this guy is the biggest entertainer in the world. By a long mile. This guy dunks on PewDiePie.
He owns the world. He owns the world internet, bro.
He might end up becoming like the first billionaire of YouTube.
Yeah.
Dude, and he wrote back to you, didn't he?
He goes, like really quickly, he goes, hey, I wanted to shout out, and he's so nice as well. Yep. This is such a character reference for Jimmy. Like, he's the sweetest guy. Hey, I want to shout out one of your social media since I took heavy inspiration from one of your videos. Do you want me to shout out your Twitter or channel? And I go, I just cave immediately. I go, channel would be great, man. Cheers. But then I get sassy again.
No.
He goes, what would you say is your best video? And then he goes, never mind, I just went with your newest, because I literally just didn't reply for a bit.
Yep.
Playing it cool with Mr. Beast.
Yep.
And then I did a video calling out another creator named Jackson O'Doherty, who also did my video.
You don't know
and
me.
it made it on front page of Reddit, because again, this was like a popular thing.
So I don't even know who Jackson O'Doherty is.
Love Island, does OnlyFans now.
Oh,
But
cool.
he's not off Love Island, but he looks like it.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Beast wrote back.
And then, no, so I go, this is my best video, by the way, and then link him a video of me calling out another person for stealing the same video.
You're such a freak. How good.
And then he goes, now I feel bad. I saw you on Big Meme Twitter and I didn't know you had a channel. And then I just never replied to him. And then 15th of June 2017, he's still being nice. He reaches out to me 3 months after that and he goes, this is the biggest L.
Okay.
Where do you live? It'd be fun to collab and make one of those you don't own me videos for both of our channels.
Oh.
And what did you write back?
Now I'm in Frenchy's studio.
You're in my cum dungeon. You're on the casting couch.
And then I just didn't respond to that. And then that's it. And then a year later, I messaged him on Twitter. My friend Lewis Spears was doing a stream where he's like streaming until Mr. Beast gives me $10,000. And then I just sent him the stream and I go, get in there, mate. And he goes, I'm filming a video with my megaphones. Haha.
Oh my goodness. Can we write to him?
Now.
Or now or later tonight after a few?
Yeah, let's
Do it later.
Okay, we are going to write to him later tonight. I'll update you
just like
next
just like-
podcast
just like
how it goes.
Jimmy still came for a collab.
Yes, I'll just do that now. Do it now. Do it now.
I can't.
You
Because
can.
what about if I meet him again? Because we've got like mutual people with him, like Danny and the Racker boys.
But that's what I'm saying is like now if you meet him, you're like, oh, I end up.
I would apologize.
But that's what I'm saying. If you end up meeting him now, you'd be like, yo, I realized I didn't write back to you till like literally a month ago, and you can see it's there. And that way you're like, oh,
Yeah.
he would have forgotten you though, I assume.
Absolutely, dude. And as he should. And this is such a great example of like, just treat people nicely and good things will come your way. But also at the time, he had 700K. The thought when I was broke as well, flying to America to ignore signs with a guy from America was just like the weirdest.
He would have flown you out, I'm pretty sure, bro.
Nah, not at the time.
Do you want to do a Mr. Beast video now? We all touched the cum on my casting couch, and last one to let it go wins. I can't believe you actually did it. It's not good.
It's just going to be the rest of the pod. Hang on, what do we get?
More cum. No, it's good. Okay, you got it.
Me and
Okay, you're
Blake
still
are
going.
pretty keen for the
Yeah.
cum.
I've got more I need to get through before
Yeah.
you get out of here. So
Blake can have the cum.
Oh,
You've
let's
got
go.
the
I
cum,
was
well
going
done.
to say to get Luke off, I was like, the cum is over 18 years old. So
Well, it's
The cum didn't get stained off a rugby year 12 jumper first. So.
I just dive out the window, like not interested.
It's good that you brought up Twitter, Luke, because that leans into the next segment.
There you go.
It's called The Internet Never Forgets. And I've gone through your old Twitter. I actually went through your old Twitter too, Blake, but it's very clean because you're a
Thanks.
child.
What's
you.
mine?
So you had nothing embarrassing.
Am
Well,
I
even
about
your pin post is fire, Luke. Twitter, more like shitter.
So good.
And you've
Tight.
reshared it recently, so that's good.
Yeah, I think I reshared it when it became X.
Yep.
In protest.
Okay, so we're going to go through Luke's old tweets. You can read this one, Blake.
Am I
let's
about to
go.
be cancelled?
No.
All right. I stood up once, but realised quickly I wasn't the real Slim Shady and sat down rather embarrassed. Haven't moved much since. Hashtag permanent squat, 1 like.
That's pretty fire.
Well, you had to shame him with the like. Okay. My enthusiasm for this class has gotten so low that it's wearing apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur. Hashtag history. Hashtag Florida. 1 like, 2 retweets.
Hashtag Florida.
Florida XV.
Oh, well, it would have been Flow Rider.
A flow rider.
Oh, God, yeah. Well,
Oh, wait, is that why he's called?
yes.
Oh,
He's from Florida.
cool.
All right, this one's pretty tight. Would have a passionate and intimate relationship with a porcupine to knock off early today. Hashtag bring on the weekend. Hashtag spiky dick.
Did I actually tweet these things? No,
Yeah,
I feel like
I swear to fucking God, bro.
2015.
I was crying preparing this. I'm like, this is so good.
This was pre me doing stand up.
I know. You were doing what at
Oh
uni?
shit.
Yeah, I would have been at uni a year out of high school.
Is
So I
it-
was an adult posting this
What
to the
year was-
internet.
what
it's
year
the
was this?
hashtags for me.
What year was this?
2015.
Year after, would have been
Well,
18
I
or
was in
19.
year 7.
You in year 7. And Luke's tweeting spiky dick at you.
Not at him.
I was probably
Well,
like,
he's
fuck,
on-
Lukey's on fire today. Like,
That's wild. I mean, the only one that's pretty bad is the Slim Shady one. Our last two have been kind of sick.
spiky dick's
Okay, this one is just you being a fan, but I just think it's funny that's still on here, and you're fucking famous now. Hashtag, I'm sticking with Tony. People don't realise that Stark Industries and the future of the Avengers would be nothing without him. Hashtag, it's not all up to Hulk.
I probably thought that was funny.
Oh, is that a joke?
Maybe. I don't think I'd even ever seen the Avengers at that point.
Oh.
Oh, I'd seen one of them maybe.
Okay, you
I
go.
probably thought that was like
You go
funny
next one?
commentary on the Avengers movie.
Yeah, right.
Or maybe that relates to this one. I don't know. Yeah,
Because
there you
I
go.
only watched
Go
all the
to that
Marvel
one.
movies during COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Okay, this is from May 22nd, 2014. All right, I was definitely having my first wank the exact same night. Okay, everyone, what's the time, Luke? Me, super clock. Hashtag soup night.
Oh yeah, so what?
And
Me
then
and
the
my
next-
friend
next-
Stefan would just tweet.
And then hashtag soup.
That's awesome. So what would happen? I remember these is I had about 7 or 8 followers on Twitter. And it was just like my closest friends. So we'd all just tweet knowing that only 6 or 7 of us were the only people that ever going to see it. And
like
I
a
didn't
group-
really anticipate this
Oh.
podcast in my future.
You didn't anticipate me stalking your socials.
No.
This is a good one here because there's Shrek memes from 2013 and you've just reposted them.
That's it.
What are you doing in my swamp? Hashtag shit Shrek says, and you just reposted that.
He does say that.
That's why you
Am I
get.
wrong?
That's someone else you
He's always
reposted.
saying that.
You can read that one.
Oh, great. Okay.
This isn't bad.
2018. I think there was a brief period in my life where I thought Rolf Harris and George Lucas were the same person. Actually, never mind. They are the same person, followed by a photo of them two together.
Yeah.
It's kind of on point.
Yeah.
This might have even been pre-Rolf being outed as a pedophile. When did that happen?
What the fuck? Oh, this is the first photo Luke ever sent me via DM. I couldn't find a photo from 2009, but I did find one from 1999. Sadly, nothing has changed. Eggplant emoji, hashtag 20-year challenge.
It's a photo of me nude as a kid, but with it censored. Where I'm like waving, and then as an adult with a tambourine over my cock naked.
Yep.
Yeah, this would have been me like promoting my tambourine tour. So I was
tour.
like 3 years into being a
Tambourine
comedian.
tour.
I was like, I'm gonna do a naked pic.
Well, I was going to do like a joke about you putting child porn on the internet. And
Well,
then you
I
already did all
censored
the
it.
earlier stuff.
I censored
It's
it.
still pretty revealing, bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
You can't handle my upper body as an elite
The legs are
7-year-old.
in it too, bro.
Huh?
You were a runner back then. You got nice legs.
Thanks, man. All right, you're the one commenting on the said child.
Oh, it's gone full circle. I think that's all I've got prepared. There was more, but I know you've got a podcast to get to. BLT is your podcast, I believe, boys?
Yes, it is.
Blake Pavey, you are on tour through Australia?
I'm on tour. Yep, got Bendigo and Mildura. I don't know when this comes
No,
out.
I don't know either.
I would have done Bendigo and Mildura. I'm doing a show in Manchester and a show in London over in the UK.
Fuck yeah.
And then after that, big 6-week Queensland leg after that.
Oh, Queensland, you'll definitely be in time for Queensland. All you Queenslanders, get around him. He is absolutely amazing on stage.
Thank you.
Luke, you've got...
UK, Canada, and a bit of America probably at the end of the year.
You're done with Australia for this year.
Yep.
Fuck off. Oh, international. Good luck with it all. It's
Thank you.
hopefully you guys are recurring guests on the Frenchy show. It's been great having you.
Oh,
And the camera just
died
turned off.
right at the
Perfect.
end.
Well done.
Thank you. See ya.
The Frenchy Show.
And we are back in the studio. I'm glad Luke told his Mr. Beast story because that one cracks me up. I can't believe it's true, but it is. Before we go, I said on last week's episode to leave me 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, and I would read them all out on the pod. For next week's episode, your mission, I don't know about mission, task, we still want the 5-star reviews, but this time on the Frenchy Show Facebook page. It's a new page. We need the 5-star reviews so it looks good. As long as you leave a 5-star review, write whatever you want, something funny, something fun, and I'll read it out on next week's podcast. Oh, next week's is a doozy. I have the craziest guest. She is so fucking funny, but we'll get to that. First, I need to read out the reviews from Apple Pod. 10 out of 10 would smash from Daddy Ass Crust. Wow. The Frenchy Show is better than perving on your sister and fingering your dog while your uncle watches. Okay. Has this guy considered becoming a comedian? He's pretty funny, can't lie. Okay. I like, very nice, from Borat. The title of that was Harambe died so this pod could live. This pod is amazing. Ep 1 hasn't even come out yet, but this pod has already changed my life. Best money I've ever spent. Pretty sure it's free. I don't know why you're spending money on this. Okay, that's all that's come through. Sometimes it takes a while on Apple Pod, so I will have another look at these next week too. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing and telling your friends. This pod's had a great start and it's only going to get better. Bye.